welcome to the wild side. And this week we're going to talk all about the California sea lion. I find myself at La Jolla Cove in California. All right, if we're going to talk about sea lions, let's start with how big they are, because these animals are bigger than you might expect. Now, according to our friends at the Smithsonian's National Zoo and Conservation Biology Institute, a male California sea lion can grow 8 feet long and weigh somewhere between 600 and 1,000 pounds. That's as long as a small kayak and as heavy as a grand piano. Now, female sea lions are smaller, growing about 6 feet long and only weighing around 220 pounds. Now, even though females are smaller, they're still extremely powerful swimmers and excellent hunters. Now, one easy way to tell a boy from a girl is very simple. Males have this large bump on their head called a sagittal crest, which makes them look bigger and helps them intimidate other male sea lions, especially during breeding season. So where do these ocean barkers live? Well, like the name suggests, a California sea lion can be found off the coast of California, but also along the western coast of North America. Monterey Bay Aquarium states that these animals range from British Columbia, Canada, all the way down to Baja, California in Mexico. They spend most of their time in coastal waters, but you can also find them resting on rocky islands, sandy beaches, and sometimes even floating on docks and buoys. Now, California sea lions are very adaptable, which means they can live in many different coastal habitats. They also travel in large groups called colonies, and these colonies can include hundreds or sometimes even thousands of members. Now, of course, all of this swimming and barking makes the sea lion pretty hungry. California sea lions are carnivores, which means they eat meat. Their diet includes fish, squid, octopus, anchovies, and rockfish. These animals are excellent hunters and can dive hundreds of feet underwater to find their food. In fact, a crazy fact about a California sea lion is they can hold their breath on average anywhere from 8 all the way up to 20 minutes, which has been recorded by our friends at the Navy. This allows them to search deep underwater areas for prey. They don't chew their meals, by the way. They often just swallow those fish down completely whole. And sometimes sea lions will even work together, herding fish into tight little areas where they can all feast as a group. But even though California sea lions are strong swimmers, they still have predators in the ocean. Their main predators include white sharks and killer whales, also known as orcas. These powerful hunters usually target younger or smaller sea lions. Because of this danger, sea lions often stay in groups and remain alert while they're swimming or resting. Living in large colonies helps because they're able to watch for predators as a group and stay safer out in the wild. Now, some of the most vulnerable animals to be preyed upon are babies. Now, California sea lions have a very interesting and fascinating life cycle. These animals are pregnant for about 11 months, but there's something very special about their pregnancy. You see, after mating, the fertilized egg pauses in development for a few months before growing. This is called delayed implantation, and it helps the pups all be born at the best time of year, when food is the most available. Now, usually mothers give birth to one pup at a time, and they are very, very caring parents. Now, sea lion mothers can recognize their pup's call out of a unique sound and smell, even in a group of thousands of other moms and babies. Now, California sea lions are such incredible ocean athletes that these animals have several adaptations that help them to survive in the water and on land. Their large front flippers act like powerful paddles, helping them swim up to 25 miles an hour. That's faster than most people can ride their bikes downhill on a concrete street. Their streamlined bodies help them glide smoothly through the water, while a thick layer of fat called blubber keeps them warm in chilly ocean temperatures. California sea lions also have very sensitive whiskers called vibrissae that help them detect movement and vibrations in the water, making it easier to find prey. Even in the darkest or murkiest conditions, these finger-like whiskers can feel for food and they can grab it with their mouth. Now, unlike true seals, sea lions can rotate their back flippers underneath their bodies, allowing them to walk on land. That's why you see these animals hopping across rocks or climbing onto docks with surprising ease. California sea lions are also extremely social animals that communicate using barks, growls, and roars. Let's listen to a roar right now. Whoa, that was so loud! Which is why they are often one of the loudest animals on the coast. Now, males are especially vocal during breeding season when they defend their territory and try to attract females. If you ever visit a beach with sea lions, you'll probably hear them, then you'll smell them, and then you'll see them. Now, I do have some good news. Conservationists say that a California sea lion is not currently endangered. Their populations have actually grown over the past several decades. This is in part thanks to protections like the Marine Mammal Protection Act here in the United States, which helps to keep them safe from hunting and harassment. Now, although you see me on this beach in La Jolla, California, I have to stay a certain number of feet away, and conservation monitors make sure that the public does that. However, they do face challenges in the ocean, like pollution, plastic entanglement, and harm from algae blooms. Of course, overfishing also takes away their prey items, which makes them have to look for food way far out off the coast, making them more susceptible to predation. Zoos and aquariums, accredited by AZA, or the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, help to protect California sea lions through research, rescue programs, and education that teaches people how to protect our ocean wildlife. I should know, I spent several years working with sea lions at a marine park in Texas, and talking about conservation on a daily basis helped to educate the young people of our country and our world to take care of these amazing marine mammals. California sea lions are smart, they're playful, and they're perfectly adapted to life in the ocean. From their loud barks to their deep dives and their strong social bonds, these animals are truly some of the most fascinating marine mammals on the West Coast. Next time you're near the ocean, listen carefully. You just might hear a California sea lion calling out across the waves. We're learning about the California sea lion as the sun sets here in La Jolla Cove. These guys are going to pull out of the water, stay away from predators. They're going to get nice and fluffy. And tomorrow morning, it's back at it, looking for fish and swimming around the Pacific coastline here in California. Thanks for tuning in to The Wild Side. Of course, you can always subscribe to this channel, like, share it with your friends. Until next time, till we walk on the wild side of some of your favorite species. I'm going to go for a swim. I don't know. I got a coat on. Probably not a good idea. I don't have hair like a sea lion. I kind of do though. Anyway, bye everybody. A quick birthday message from Han. Happy birthday to. Happy birthday to. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to. And many more. Hey, Han, what are we going to get her for her birthday? No, we can't get her that.